All right, good afternoon, everyone. Brian Kniff alongside Buddy Tarbot. Happy hour high school basketball here with the 5:30 start on 98.7 The Coast. And we are at the Cape May County Technical High School for a local matchup between Cape May Tech and Middle Township, two Cape May County rivals. Can almost walk between these two schools. Obviously a very, very short trip up the Parkway for Middle Township to come here for this Cape May County
and a cold walk.
And a very cold walk at this time of year, you're right. For the Cape May County rivalry here in this Cape Atlantic United Conference matchup. And high school basketball on the coast is proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. Once again, of course, we are live here on 98.7 The Coast. If you would like to watch the live stream brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Repair, you can check that out on Coast Sports Today on Facebook and pick up the live video feed. And Cape May Tech putting their basketballs away behind our location here at midcourt. And no surprise that none of those players want to throw the ball to Buddy Tarbotton right over his head and into the cage. They are trying to prevent turnovers before the game even starts. So, you know, these teams played a couple of pretty close games last year. One of them was very close that went down to the wire. And, you know, Cape May Tech struggling a little bit, maybe more than they had hoped for at 4-7. Middle Township at 7-4. Middle's won 3 in a row. So we'll see what happens here. But, again, you got the local rivals together. Josh Wright, the big scorer for Cape May Tech, played with a lot of these kids from Middle in grade school, so we'll see what happens. They're about to play the national anthem. We'll take a quick 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip right after this on 98.
Starting at guard, number 0, junior, Jalen Freeman. Starting at forward, number 3, junior, Cody Oakley. Starting at forward,
Adam, please get us back ASAP. Game's about to start.
Starting at forward, number 13, freshman, Sean Lopez. Starting at guard, number 33, senior Zen
All right, back at the Cape May County Technical High School, Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, Middle Township and Cape May Tech here on 98.7 The Coast. Middle Township wearing the away orange uniforms trimmed in white and black. They are without their head coach, Anthony Farmer, this evening. They're being coached by Andy Ludman. Farmer is on a 2-game suspension, the second of 2 games after getting 2 technical fouls in a win over Buna. And the starters for Middle are Jalen Freeman, a junior, and Zen Tahira, a senior, the exchange student from New Zealand in the backcourt. Junior Coley Holton, senior Max Selby are the forwards, and freshman Deshaun Lopez will play a swing position. For Cape May Tech, It is, of course, Josh Wright, 1,340 career points going into this game. He is Tech's all-time leading scorer and still only a junior. And he starts in the backcourt along with senior Ray Abbott. Senior Jack O'Donnell also starts in the backcourt in their three-guard rotation. Sophomore James Longstreet and senior Ryan Cleffy are down low for the Cape May Tech Hawks, coached by Josh Mercado. And a real nice crowd here, buddy. Maybe only a few seats short of a sellout here at Cape May Tech.
Absolutely, Brian. And for a 5:30 game on a Friday night, pulling into the parking lot, you could see the JV game was well attended. And there was a steady stream of cars coming down the parkway, getting off at the Crest Haven exit. So we were expecting a good crowd tonight. We're going to get a good crowd. And we've been very fortunate in the county games that we've been able to call this year. The games have come down to the wire, and we've seen some really good basketball. We've seen some great athleticism, some great play from individuals, but we've also been able to see a lot of really good team play. So yes. Tonight we should be bringing that same type of, hopefully, game to our listeners and to our viewers who are watching courtesy of Omer's Appliance Service. This is going to be, you can feel the electricity in the gym, Brian. These are two teams, as you had said, they come from the same sending district. They grow up playing against each other, so this should be a very good basketball game.
Three officials on this game. It's Ed Big Game Gorski, the recently retired Ed Big Game Gorski. He'll be going home to his rocking chair and slippers after this game, and he is assisted by Ron Bukunowitz and Billy Petrowski.
Three good officials on this game, too.
Coley Holton for middle, and jumping it up for Cape May Tech is, as I have a player blocking me, James Longstreet. Ball is in the air. Longstreet won it, I believe. But then it was tipped by a Cape May Tech player and goes out of bounds. So middle will have it.
Let's give James Longstreet, the 6-foot sophomore, a little credit there. He kind of outwitted Coley Holton.
They inbound it right to Holton, but lob it right into him, and he lays it up and in off the glass.
I'm saying, because Longstreet went up as the ball was going up to win that tap. But Middle Township comes right back with a very good out-of-bounds play under their basket with a lob. So Holton won that battle.
And they pressure Cape May Tech and commit a foul, and that one goes against Holton. His first, team's first, and now here's Josh Wright for Cape May Tech. Coming across the division line. Swung over to O'Donnell now. Cape May Tech, if you're watching on your computer screen or your phone, is moving from right to left. Josh Wright for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound battle for, comes right into the hands of Ray Abbott. He can't get it to go. Ryan Cleffy follows and lays it in. So a good job going to the offensive glass by Cape May Tech. That pleases head coach Josh Mercado.
Well, they get three for $1, and the third one goes in.
Max Selby with it, top of the key, picked up by O'Donnell. Goes to Deshaun Lopez, the freshman, who's worked his way into the starting lineup. Great pass down low from Lopez, but the shot is blocked from behind by Josh Wright. Lopez retrieves, fires a three. That's short. Wright the rebound. He wants to run for the Hawks. Comes across the timeline, down the lane, kicks out. O'Donnell for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Longstreet. Longstreet fires. That's not a good shot there. And Jalen Freeman clears the rebound and settles things down before pushing to Max Selby, who steps into a 16-footer. Rebound by, it's loose on the floor. Josh Wright has it. Now we're going to be tied up.
And the possession arrow in favor of the Cape May Tech Hawks. And that time, Coley Holton went high up to get that defensive rebound. Did not do a good job when he came down and maintaining possession. Credit to Freeman for going in there and tying him up.
And interesting that they're using the longer Holton to guard Josh Wright here, buddy. And they have Freeman off the ball, the main ball handler anyway, guarding Ray Abbott. And Freeman's one of the best defenders in the conference here. Wright misses a 10-foot pull-up in the top of the lane. Holton the rebound. He trots it across the timeline. Goes to Selby. Selby down the lane to the basket. Rejected by Longstreet. And he clears the rebound as well. And now here's Wright. Wright lobs it in the corner. Ray Abbott fakes a three, now steps back for three. Bang!
Good ball fake that time by the senior guard. Abbott used the ball fake to the baseline, then he stepped back, got his feet set, and when he gets his feet set and shoots that way, Brian, that's when he's successful.
Freeman's shot blocked by Wright. Wright comes up with the rebound. Lobs ahead to O'Donnell. The layup is good.
And Middle Township now trailing 7-2. A big possession right here early in the game.
Yeah, this is 7 straight points by Cape May Tech. Freeman pounds the right-hand dribble. Crossover, goes to the basket, stripped. It goes out of bounds. And Middle Township will have it. And that's good officiating there. There may have been some contact over there. But the official says, you know what? The ball's going out of bounds. Let's just give the ball to Middle Township. They get it, try to get it in the Holton. It's knocked away by Cleffy. Here comes Josh Wright, center of the floor. Pulls up from 17 feet. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Holton. And now it's Max Selby for Middle Township.
A little too quick of a shot right there, Brian. Cape May Tech needed to really settle down.
Thought he could have gotten
yes.
Could have gotten one dribble deeper and made that an easier shot too. Holton drives, kicks over to Selby. Selby against O'Donnell, and it's knocked out of his hands and out of bounds.
Well, there's another case too. Max Selby, who's having a really steady season for the Panthers, but where was he going? He was dribble driving into help defense. That was kind of a bailout situation. Middle fortunate to retain possession.
Lopez hands to Freeman. Freeman guarded by Wright. Freeman, top of the lane, kicks out. Tahara for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound is off of Middle Township and out of bounds. 7-2 Cape May Tech, 4:39 to go first quarter.
Cape May Tech in the early going has blocked 3 Middle Township shots.
Abbott into the post. Great steal by the long-armed Holton. He just reached around Cleffy and took it away. Here's Freeman driving, takes a bump, but then gets to the basket and lays it in. Good move by Jalen Freeman, showing good body control and good strength with the basketball there.
That's right, and he used his right hand, kissing it off the glass after absorbing that contact. Good no call, but Freeman able to finish it.
Cleffy with it, goes to Wright. Wright between the circles, goes down to O'Donnell. O'Donnell is bumped by Lopez and is fouled.
Deshaun Lopez.
Before the shot, so Keck will have it inside, buddy.
Deshaun Lopez, the 6'2 freshman forward, picks up his first. Second team foul against Middle Township.
Abbott steps in, 18-footer is short, long rebound to Wright. He fires from the baseline, knocks it down. First basket for Josh Wright. 9-4 Cape May Tech, 3:50 to go first quarter. Jalen Freeman, foul line jumper, no good. He wanted a foul. The rebound goes off of Tech and out of bounds.
Well, there was contact on that shot. However, it wasn't a very good shot either. That's the type of shot you can get anytime you want. So it wasn't like that shot was going to go in. Again, the referees are letting them play here in the early going.
Lopez between the circles. Goes to Freeman. Freeman dribbles away from a double team, is bumped and fouled by Cleffy. And Cleffy got his money's worth on that foul, buddy.
Yes, he did. Ryan Cleffy, the 6'2 senior, he picks up his first team foul.
Yeah, you look, if you're watching the live stream, buddy, you'll get a good look at this foul. Yeah, I think Cleffy could have been called for clipping on that.
Cleffy the Clipper. But he earned that foul, that's for sure. His first, team's first. 3:34 to go first quarter. Cape May Tech 9, Middle Township 4. The Panthers led 2-0, but since then it's been all Cape May Tech on a 9-2 run.
Lopez working against Abbott. Abbott doing a great job, forces the turnover. Here comes Josh Wright. He'll pull up for three. Bang! I don't know if it was the greatest decision, but it worked out. They had numbers. And Josh Wright pulled up for three and knocked it down.
That's why
he said, I'll take your bad decision and switch this three.
Exactly.
Timeout, Middle Township. 12-4 Tech, 3:06 to go first quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Sprint Store and Cape May Courthouse would like to wish the Middle Township Panthers the best of luck with their basketball season. We thank the Sprint Store and Courthouse for being one of our great sponsors. Wow, out of the timeout, Middle turns the ball over. That can't make their coaching staff happy.
And we know they're listening to the broadcast.
Oh, here's a steal by Selby. Selby to the basket. That's rejected by O'Donnell and out of bounds.
And Selby looking back at the official, where's the foul? But again, there will
That's it's an opportunity for Middle to get an easy bucket when they're struggling offensively. And O'Donnell did a great job of getting back and preventing that, what looked initially like it would have been an easy layup.
It looked like it was going to be a breakaway, but give Jacko.
Holton drives, and he is fouled by O'Donnell. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Give Jack O'Donnell a ton of credit on that last defensive play. He didn't quit on it. And he got his second blocked shot of the game. And he just picked up, as Brian called, his first personal foul, second team foul against the Hawks. It's 2:43 to play. It is now 12-5. Cape May Tech on top.
First shot by Holton was good. These are the first free throws by either team. It's now 12-5 Cape May Tech, 2:43 to go first quarter. Second free throws off the iron, no good. Rebound by Freeman, got it, and a foul.
And that's just a defensive breakdown on the foul lane.
I think Cleffy, buddy, I think Cleffy kind of had a look on his face like he had a good box out there, and I think he had a look on his face as if he was held by the player he was boxing out and couldn't make an effort to get to the ball. He's got to sit down now with 2 fouls. Chris Carrion checks in for him.
And that is a big foul there on Cleffy, and you're right. The person responsible for boxing out or getting some kind of body on Freeman didn't do their job, and the end result, Freeman makes a good decision, 3-point play.
12-8 now, Cape May Tech, as Middle has scored 4 straight. Here's Wright, pounding the right-hand dribble in front of Middle's bench. Now drives to his left, kicks Ray Abbott a deep 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebound taken by Holton, but he stepped on the end line, so that'll give it back to Cape May Tech.
And that will be the 3rd turnover in this first quarter against Middle Township.
Inbounding is Abbott, has some trouble, throws it into the backcourt. It's retrieved, but now lost. Freeman then throws it away.
So Middle Township doing a good job defensively. Had an opportunity, had numbers, just not a good decision. And just throws the ball away, gives it right back to the Cape May Tech Hawks.
Right off Carrion's ball screen. Good help by Selby to string that out. Wright lost it. Abbott picks up the loose ball, swings it over to Longstreet. In the post to Carrion. He's stripped by Freeman. Freeman to the basket. Layup is good.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jalen Freeman wasted no time pushing that ball down the floor. You talk about transition.
And now Freeman picking up Josh Wright here defensively. Carrying screens, good hedge again by Selby into the corner and tipped away. Give Max Selby credit, buddy. You want to talk about defending the pick and roll well, and he's done it real well the last 2 possessions. Timeout on the floor, full timeout taken by Cape May Tech. They lead by 2 late first quarter. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Oliveri Chiropractic and Rehabilitation at 1501 Route 47 South in Rio Grande. Log on to oliverichiropractic.com for more info. Primo Hoagies for lunch, dinner, or a party tray for your next event. Tired of the same old so-so? Make it a Primo, located in Rio Grande. Tech inbounding, they get it in the right. Comes across the timeline. Holds the dribble against Jalen Freeman. Stops, bounces to Longstreet. Longstreet's baseline drive had it blocked by Holton. Right back to Longstreet's hands, and he throws it off of Holton and out of bounds.
Good defensive play that time by Coley. Holton moving his feet, not creating contact. Great body control.
Now we have a warning that was just given to Deshaun Lopez for reaching across the end line. That's a delay of game warning. So the next time a delay happens on middle, if it does happen, it'll result in a technical foul. Tech with the basketball. Here's Longstreet at the foul line. Goes to O'Donnell. In the post to Longstreet. Longstreet holding. Goes back out to Carrion. Carrion at the top of the key area. Goes to Abbott. Abbott drives off the glass and good.
Tough, strong move that time by Abbott, but he made a good decision. Instead of settling for a jump shot, he drove right through the seam of that Panther defense, used the glass and his right hand to give the Hawks a 14-10 lead. 44 seconds to play first quarter.
Jalen Freeman was calling a second ago for his teammates to let's take the last shot as they work the ball around the perimeter. Cape May Tech's in a 2-3 zone. Cameron Hamer, by the way, came in for middle for the first time a couple of possessions ago. Lopez will fire a three. It's an air ball. Rebound taken by Selby. Got it to Hamer. He airballs in the lane. Freeman picks up the loose ball and lays it up and in. And Freeman has 9 points in the first quarter. 9 of Middle's 12. Here's Wright. Dribbling left side. Pulls up for a three. That's short. Rebound to Freeman. Freeman across the timeline. Freeman to Selby. Selby had it tipped out of his hands as the buzzer sounds. At the end of one quarter, it is Cape May Tech 14 and Middle Township 12. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Or instead, we'll keep it right here and tell you that this basketball game brought to you by Sturdy Savings Bank, banking with a personal touch. They proudly support Cape May County High School basketball. Visit them online at sturdyonline.com for all of your banking or financial needs. The Bellevue Tavern, great food, great times, and great crab cakes. They're waiting for you. Enjoy Courthouse Casual, fine food and spirits since 1905. Lucky Bones in Cape May, the warmth of a hometown atmosphere. Great food with great friends and ice-cold craft beer. Lucky Bones at the foot of the bridge in Cape May. And, of course, our flagship sponsor, Crest Savings Bank. Banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit crestsavings.com. And, of course, our live video stream brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Repair. 14-12, Cape May Tech on top, Middle Township the basketball. Middle led this after its first possession 2-0. Tech's had the lead since, but Middle on a 10-2 run. Freeman for three, no good. Rebound tracked down by Abbott of Cape May Tech. Josh Wright is out of the game now for the Hawks. Drew Roach is in, as well as Aiden Hoffman.
That's Devin Roach.
Oh, Devin Roach. Yeah, Drew Roach graduated. There'd be a problem with eligibility.
His father's here, Drew Roach.
1,000-point scorer at Wildwood.
That's right. One heck of an inside post player.
Here's O'Donnell. Got it to Abbott. Abbott dribbles to the foul line area. Great pass down low to Devin Roach. Off the glass, no good. Rebound batted around, and Lopez comes out of there with it. Devin needed to make a stronger move there. Here's Freeman, and he is bumped and fouled by Aiden Hoffman.
Devin, a 6'3" sophomore. His father will probably have him out in the driveway practicing that low post move tonight.
Romaine Rhett is in the game for Middle Township for the first time. He gets the basketball right off the inbound and lays it in and ties the game.
And that's the second inbounds play under the basket that Middle Township has turned into a field goal. Good execution by the Panthers.
Here comes Hoffman, the freshman for Tech. Got it to Abbott, down low to Roach. Roach turns, shot up, got the friendly roll. Devin Roach lays it up and in. Sophomore big man.
That was more dad-like.
Here's Freeman. Top of the key. Swung in the corner. A.J. Baez with the ball. Got it to Lopez for three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound batted around. Hoffman comes out of there with it for Tech. Hoffman is bumped and fouled by Cameron Hamer.
And Aiden Hoffman, a 5'11 freshman for the Hawks. He gets a lot of time coming off the bench. He's a good role player with a bright future here at Tech.
I am very impressed with how relaxed and friendly Andy Ludman is as a coach in the varsity game, buddy.
It's a transformation.
Here's Hoffman. Goes over to Longstreet as Josh Wright checks back in for middle. In the corner, Hoffman. Hoffman stops, bounces in the post to Roach. Roach spins, gets a man in the air, and is fouled. Good patient move by Devin Roach. He initially fumbled the ball and then gathered himself and did enough to get fouled, and he'll go to the line for two.
Now, I'm not going to give any credit, but longtime friend of the Ludman family, good friend, close friend with Richie Ludman and Chicky Ludman, Andy's older brother who passed, who was a great coach at Middle. Steve Prince.
Great athlete around here, too.
Yeah, from Wildwood High. Steve Prince is in the stands, who was a 1969 member of the Wildwood Catholic Cape Atlantic League Championship.
And you know, the interesting thing is, buddy, some people say one of the most underrated players in Wildwood Catholic history.
Absolutely. And a lot of
Just
people.
ask the Ripper.
Yeah.
He'll tell you. Oh, Roach made the first. The second one went not even halfway down. That seemed to be 3/4 of the way down and popped out. So it's 17-14 Cape May Tech now. 5:50 to go second quarter. Freeman lobs it over to Rhett. Out to Baez. Baez kicks in the corner to Lopez. Lopez working against Longstreet. Drives, kicks. Stepping in is Rhett. 15-footer is good. Romaine Rhett really hit a spot and elevated there, buddy. That was a nice jump shot there.
Yes, two good offensive decisions by Romaine Rhett Jr. since he's come into the game.
Here's Josh Wright with it. He is fouled by Baez, reaching in. Hand check there. Or push, however you want to look at it. And Cape May Tech will get the ball underneath. As the foul occurred in the key area.
And Baez picks up his first, team's fifth.
Longstreet with it in the post. Didn't have a good angle for a shot, so he goes out to Hoffman. Entry pass to Roach. Roach doubled, dips in, spins, put the ball down low and got stripped. And now we have a jump ball. And it'll be Cape May Tech possession.
Yeah, Brian, impressive for the 6'3" sophomore Roach. He did everything correct there except that one bounce dribble too much.
Put a ball down low, yes.
Exactly. His footwork, the way he was able to maneuver on that right block, and that's stuff that will come with experience and continued practice.
Abbott looking, having some trouble, lobs it out to Wright. Tech by 1, 5 minutes to go before halftime. Here's Hoffman. Hoffman driving into the lane. He takes a bump. See if he gets shots out of this. He kind of felt the contact coming and kind of just flicked it up. And we'll see what happens here. Bill Petrowski makes the call, and he does give him shots. I thought that was a veteran-like move for the freshman, buddy. He felt the contact and kind of just flipped the ball up in the air.
Hard-nosed, good, strong move, left to right into the lane, and he, as you said, drew that contact and then had the presence of mind to shoot the basketball. That foul was called on A.J. Baez, the 5'9" junior guard. He picks up his second, team's sixth foul against Middle.
Hoffman made the first, missed the second, nearly tracked down the rebound in the corner, and he did prevent it from going off of Middle and out of bounds. So Cape May Tech, kind of a bonus possession here, leading by 2, 4:57 to go before halftime.
That great hustle by Hoffman to retain possession for his team.
Abbott against Baez, had the ball flicked away. High post pass to Roach. Tried to find a cutting teammate, and it was tipped away and stolen by Lopez. Lopez up the right side. Trying to shake free from Josh Wright. He's doubled. Does a great job stepping through it. Passes across to Baez for three. No good. Longstreet the rebound. Here comes Josh Wright in transition. Goes around the man, avoids the charge. Gets his own rebound off the miss. Gathers himself. Misses that. Ball still batted around. And Freeman comes out of there with it. Freeman to the basket, and the layup is good.
Good, strong move that time off of that rebound. Jalen Freeman just came out running.
And Freeman just picked up a steal. Baez with the loose ball now. Driving, spinning, goes to Freeman. Foul line area jumper, rattles it home. Freeman is filling it up. He has 13 points already. 4:01 to go second quarter. Middle, its first lead at 20-18 since they led 2-0. Timeout on the floor. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbotton. Happy hour basketball here at Cape May County Technical High School. 20-18, Middle Township after trailing 12-4 has come back to take the lead. Tech calls timeout. They have possession now out of the timeout. Longstreet, a baseline drive, and he traveled.
And that is going to be the 6th turnover against the Hawks. And Brian, before we went to break, you talked about Jalen Freeman and the start that he's gotten off to. You know, Freeman, with 13 of his team's 20 points, he is 6 for 8 from inside the floor. From inside the arc. 0 for 1 from beyond. So he's off to a scintillating 6 for 9 shooting. And his decision-making tonight, you know, he's been able to get inside and make good decisions, come to very good jump stops, get his shoulders square, and release the ball correctly.
Middle Township with the ball. There was a bit of a delay as there was some water on the floor, some sweat on the floor after Longstreet went down. They wiped that up, and now Middle Township with a 2-point lead. It's the first time I think they've come down the floor with a lead. Freeman kicks out. Baez, good extra pass to Lopez. Lopez lobs in the corner to Freeman. Freeman, a baseline drive. Tremendous jump stop. Couldn't get the ball to go, but he got fouled by Devin Roach.
And again, another very good baseline move, that time from the right side. And the
he jump stopped right through that double team.
Absolutely. That's the difference maker. Under control, a great jump stop, and he's able to then gather himself, go up strong, draws that personal foul on Devin Roach.
Free throw by Jalen Freeman is good.
Plus, you know, Jalen Freeman also has 2 baskets in transition with big rebounds. One was off a rebound, one was off a turnover, where he flew down the floor in transition faster than anybody else. I mean, he went so fast, the radio dials probably went from 98.7 to 106.3, and people had to set it back.
That's one of your better ones. That's one of your better ones right there. Freeman made one, missed the second, and the rebound is tapped out. And Matt Ulmer almost had a heart attack because all the players almost fell right into his GoPro here.
Yeah.
Or whatever this contraption is we have.
Yeah, who knows?
If there's a contraption out there in electronics, not only does he have it, he's got 2 of them.
Yeah.
Just over 3 minutes to go before halftime. 21-18, Middle with the lead in the ball.
And if it's not out there, he's probably on the verge of inventing it.
Right. And it looks like Middle wants to just hold the ball and make Cape May Tech come out and play man-to-man.
Well, again, the possession arrow is in the Panthers' favor. Not that they want to hold it for the last 2:45 of the first half, but you never know.
And they have the 3-point lead. I don't think there's any question that Middle Township is a stronger overall athletic team, so they want to play against man-to-man rather than zone. And Middle's not the greatest outside shooting team. And this is the thing you can do. You can dictate the pace when you get the lead. Freeman driving, kicking. Guzman for 3. That's no good. Rebound to Roach. Roach double teamed and is fouled. And they call the foul against Freeman.
And that's going to be the 7th team foul.
It ends up being a big break for Cape May Tech because Roach will walk down and shoot a 1-and-1.
7th team foul.
See, he was double teamed if you're watching the live stream here. And I think the middle fans wanted an elbow called, a swing of the elbow called on Devin Roach, but I think they got Freeman for a reach-in maybe before that. Roach misses the first free throw, though, so opportunity missed there. 21-18 middle, the lead in the ball. 2:10 to go before halftime.
Cape May Tech in a scoring drought.
Freeman with the ball. Yeah, Tech only with 4 points so far in this second quarter. Freeman kicks to Lopez in the corner. He walks it back out to the wing, flips it out to Max Selby. In the corner to Freeman. Freeman will walk it back out and lobs it out to Guzman. Guzman in the corner to Lopez. Swung across to Freeman. Freeman in the corner to Guzman. Back to Freeman again, left side. Freeman puts the ball on the floor. 1.5 minutes to go. Middle being very deliberate here. Cape May Tech still kind of in the zone, but they're extending out. Selby, great up and under, but he airballed the shot. Tech the rebound. Abbott with it on the wing. He's stopped. Got it to Hoffman. Little floater along the baseline is good. Good find by Ray Abbott to Aiden Hoffman. And now it's a 1-point game at 21-20, middle of the lead in the ball. Exactly 1 minute to go before halftime.
Jalen Freeman, I don't know whether he got banged on that defensive play, but he was
Freeman
long.
to the basket, couldn't get the roll. And now we're going to have a foul called on Roach on the rebound. And that'll give middle possession underneath.
Devin Roach is going to pick up his second personal foul.
Devin Roach used his left hand to put it right across the chest of Freeman. Freeman sold it, but it was definitely a foul. Freeman sold it by going to the floor, but Roach had definitely cleared him out. As the tremendous video replay review brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance, if you're watching the live stream, pour out.
When it comes to the Dramatic Actor Award, Jalen Freeman's right up there in the Cape Atlantic League.
It's not a bad thing. Selby in the corner to Freeman, 45 seconds to go before halftime. Holton now over to Lopez. Now it's Freeman again. They play catch with it as Tech is extending but not going man-to-man. They are coming out and pressuring, but they're not in man-to-man where they can fully pressure the entire perimeter. Freeman into the lane, passes off. Selby lost it, kicks it back out to Guzman. Freeman now a deep three, in and out. Rebound taken by Selby, layup, no good. Rebound taken by Josh Wright. 9 seconds to go, and now Tech could potentially get the last shot. Wright driving to the basket, missed the layup, got his own rebound, goes up, got it, a foul, and the basket will count.
I'll tell you what, Cape May Tech caught a break and a half right there. And the Middle Township players, there's a one shot coming up. They're leaving the bench area, going into the locker room.
You know, if you're watching Matt Ulmer's video there was a question. Wright missed the free throw. There's a question as to whether he got the shot off in time, but it does not matter because if you are fouled in the act of shooting when the buzzer sounds, you are by rule permitted to finish your shot. So whether that got off or not really is insignificant. As long as he started the try before the buzzer, he gets fouled. He's allowed to finish that try. He missed the free throw, but Cape May Tech will go into halftime with a 22-21 lead. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back with the halftime report right after this on 98.7 The Coast. Three minutes. Yeah, three's fine. Thank you. All right, back at Cape May County Technical High School. Brian Kniff, Buddy Tarbot, and Cape May Tech leading Middle Township 22-21 here at the half. High school basketball on the coast. Brought to you by Reef Family Pharmacy, a full-service pharmacy located at 804 Route 9 South in Cape May Courthouse. They've been serving the local community since 2009, and they support all of the athletes in tonight's matchup. The Mad Batter Restaurant at the Carroll Villa Hotel is Cape May's tradition for over 40 years. Open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The Mad Batter at 19 Jackson Street. Hemingway's at the Grand in Cape May. The locals' favorite restaurant for lunch or dinner. Hemingway's Oceanfront on Beach Avenue in Cape May, and you can follow them on Facebook. Sound Advice and Video, the local source for all of your audio and video needs. Sound Advice, 336 96th Street in Stone Harbor, or you can check them out online at visitsoundadvice.com. 22-21, and Cape May Tech a little more balance in their scoring as they have the 1-point lead in Middle Township. Josh Wright has 7, 5 for Ray Abbott, 3 each for Devin Roach and Aiden Hoffman, and 2 each for Jack O'Donnell and Ryan Cleffy. For Middle Township, Jalen Freeman has 14 of their 21 points. Romaine Rhett has 4 off the bench, and Coley Holton has 3. And a halftime score of 22-21.
And Brian, when you look down at the stat sheet for the Cape May Tech Hawks, who are up by the one-digit lead, 22-21, the Hawks shot 9 for 23 in that first half. They were 7 of 17 inside the arc. They were 2 for 6 from beyond. Their 2 3-pointers came in that first quarter. They had, and from the foul line, the Hawks shot 2 of 6. So obviously they're going to need to want to improve upon that in the second half.
Yeah, these are not 2 great foul shooting teams here, buddy.
No, absolutely not. They turned it over 6 times, but what was impressive in that first quarter, they blocked 5 shots, which they're not the team you're going to think is going to come out and block shots. That's going to be a Middle Township advantage because of Coley Holton and Max Selby and their athleticism. But nonetheless, the Hawks came out and blocked 5 shots of Middle Township. The Panthers, on the other hand, they shot in that first half 9 for 28 from the floor. They were 9 of 20 from inside the arc. They did not make a 3-point shot. They were 0 for 8. So Middle Township 0 for 8 from beyond the arc. They had 13 rebounds as a team, 7 defensive, 6 offensive. And the key for them was, I would say, 3 of those offensive rebounds they were able to put right back into points. Besides the fact they also scored 2 good buckets on out-of-bounds plays underneath their basket. So, you know, they're like little things that win basketball games that don't necessarily show up in the box score at the end of a game. The Panthers got to the free throw line 4 times. They made 3. They turned it over just 4 times in that first half, and they had 1 block shot as a team.
So it's 22-21. Tech on top of Middle. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back with the start of the second half right after this on 98.7 The Coast.
We're looking a little better because we all look like buddies.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that basket counts regardless, right? He gets fouled, he's allowed to finish his shot, yeah. What? Exactly. Yeah. Tourism Improvement and Development Authority. Model Cleaners for whiter whites, brighter colors, and fabrics that look and feel softer. Stop by Model Cleaners at 411 Route 9 North in Cape May Courthouse, and make sure you say hello to Robbie and discuss Temple Owl sports.
Oh, absolutely.
Drake Pest Management. Their certified, highly trained technicians will provide environmentally responsible pest management serving Cape May, Cumberland, and Atlantic counties. Call them at 861-9200 or check them out online at drakepestmanagement.com. The Township of Middle is proud to support the boys and girls basketball teams this season. If your child wants to get involved in athletics, the Middle Township Department of Recreation is a great place to start. Find the department on Facebook or online at middletownship.com. Cooper Levinson Attorneys at Law. They're a proud supporter of the community. Cooper Levinson believes in client service, corporate responsibility, and dedication to the community, and they wish all of the athletes in this game between Middle Township and Cape May Tech the best of luck this evening. 22-21, Cape May Tech holding the 1-point lead. Middle will have possession to start the second half.
Yes, do not change that radio dial or do not click on anything else on your computer because we're going to have 16 minutes of exciting high school basketball coming your way.
Left side is Selby. Teams back to their starters here. Holton out to Selby. Selby for three. And his shot hits the rim, then hits a wire above the basket, so that's out of bounds.
And Brian, I was going to say Steve Selby was struggling tonight, but
Steve could be too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what took that. But he's not refereeing here. Max Selby is now 0 for 8 from the floor.
Here's Josh Wright. Looks down low. Good look, but a bad pass. Threw it behind his intended target, and it's a turnover. Here's Freeman. Left side. Goes to Holton. Holton, 18-footer, and he knocks it down. Holton not necessarily an outside shooter, but he looked awfully confident raising up from 18 feet and burying the left-handed jumper.
That's his second field goal, and that's only his second shot attempt for the entire, for this first half, now in the second half.
Longstreet, tough shot over good defense by Lopez. And Lopez kind of just throws his hands up. What can I do? Well, you know what, Deshaun, you really can't do much more. The kid made a good shot. You keep defending like you just did, you're probably going to have some success. But Lopez with the ball in the corner. Got it out to Freeman. Swung over to Tahira. Tahira over to Lopez. Lopez for three. Bang. Deshaun Lopez knocks it down. That was deep.
Yeah, that was from Coach Andy Ludman's lap, which it looks like he has one. Finally, at least maybe he's been going to the gym.
Right with the basketball. Long two. That's good. Had both feet on the three-point line at the top of the key. Josh Wright's first field goal of the second half. We're tied at 26. Freeman left side. Holding. Swings it over to Zen Tahira. In the corner to Lopez, who just knocked down the three on Middle's last possession. Bounced in the corner to Selby. Selby goes out to Lopez again, who will reset the offense. And now it's Freeman. Freeman high post to Holton. Holton stripped. Ball's loose on the floor. We're going to have a timeout called by Middle Township. Holton called time before he was tied up. So it's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here for this one. Tied at 26, 6:05 to go third quarter. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by Radzetta Funeral Home. They take pride in offering personalized service to each family. Radzetta Funeral Home on Hand Avenue at Cape May Courthouse. People who know quality know Osborne's. Osborne's Furniture and Bedding located at 522 Stone Harbor Boulevard in Cape May Courthouse. Allstate agent Joseph Campbell is a proud supporter of Cape May County sports. You can visit him at Cape May Courthouse for any of your insurance needs today. So 26 all out of the timeout, buddy, and 6:05 to go third quarter. And I think one thing that we've come to expect this season is that when we must be the magic touch, because when we show up for a radio game or a live stream, we get a good basketball game. We've got another one here tonight.
Absolutely. We've been very fortunate this year, and I'll tell you what, the kids have come through for us, that's for sure. That last possession, Coley Holton, 6'5" junior, he was guilty of bringing the ball down and letting the smaller players dive in to tie him up. The big guys got to learn, be strong with the ball and keep it at least letter high, meaning letter high across your jersey.
In the post to Holton. Holton spins, shoots, short, tipped up and in by Selby. Max Selby's first field goal. Tech running quickly. Cleffy, though, can't get a shot off. Lobs it back out in the no man's land and stolen away by Selby. Selby down the lane, stripped, ball comes right back to him. And he's legal to re-dribble because he was stripped. The ball popped out of his hands. Here's Holton. No good, in and out. Josh Wright, a man's rebound in traffic there. 5:10 to go. Third quarter, middle by 2.
Josh Wright with a game-high 7 rebounds.
Wright for 3, and it's good. Josh Wright, second field goal of the second half. He's got 12 points, and Tech goes back up on top by 1. Here's a steal. Tipped away by Hoffman, and Ray Abbott with the basketball. Gives it over to Wright. Right across the division line. Freeman decides this time I better come out above the three-point line to guard him, so he can't pull up for that jumper. Here's Ray Abbott for 3. That's off the back iron, no good. Cleffy tips it to Hoffman. Hoffman for 3. Bang!
And I'll tell you what, great decision by Cleffy.
Freeman to the basket, can't finish, and Cleffy is tied up. Now they're going to call a foul on Zen Tahira. And Cape May Tech now up 31-28. Hoffman's 3 rattled around, went halfway down, popped out, hit the backboard, and fell in. And Tech has the lead again at 31-28.
An old big-time announcer, a Big 5 announcer would have called that an in-again, out-again, fin-again, as a good spin by Aiden Hoffman. I'll tell you, Brian, between Hoffman, the freshman, and Roach, the sophomore, Coach Josh McCardo for the Hawks is getting some quality minutes out of those two guys coming off the bench. You know, bright future right there with those two young Hawks.
No question about it. Here is Wright on the right wing. Passes to Cleffy. Cleffy dips in, he traveled. That was good help defense there or good defense period by Tahira and Holton. They converged on him and forced Cleffy to travel. It's actually 32-28. Bay Tech on top.
8 turnovers now against the Hawks. Selby, baseline jump shot on the left. Maybe that last easy bucket's going to get Max Selby going for Coach Ludman and the Panthers, Brian.
Here's Wright, takes a bump. It's 32-30.
And that is going to be the 3rd personal foul on Jalen Freeman. That's a big foul. 3:51 to go, third quarter.
They're going to leave him in there, at least for now. Abbott got it into Cleffy. Cleffy comes out the long street, handed off to Josh Wright. 32-30, Tech on top, 3:45 to go, third quarter. Kind of a lazy pass by Wright. Ball was batted back into his hands, and then Coley Holton knocks it out of his hands again and out of bounds.
And that was a good no call by the official in the sense that that's a let him play ball.
Baez comes back in for middle, replacing Freeman with those 3 fouls.
Instead of calling Holton for a foul, the Hawks are able to retain possession. Let's keep the play flowing.
So now Holton has to pick up Josh Wright. Here's Cleffy. Cleffy got it to Wright in the corner, trapped, and he's got to call a timeout.
That was a great double team that time by Zen Tahira and Holton.
Timeout on the floor. Tech by 2, 3:27 to go, third quarter. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. All right, we'll keep it here instead. 3:27 to go, third quarter. High school basketball on the Coast brought to you by Ferguson Deckert. Located at 2789 Dune Drive in Avalon or online at fdrealestate.com. Ferguson Deckert finds you opportunities that others miss. The J. Byrne Agency, the best insurance coverage for all your needs at the shore, with 6 locations in Cape May County to serve you. Visit them at jburnagency.com. The Allen Gould Law Firm. Allen Gould Attorney at Law is a proud supporter of the Cape May Tech Hawks. For more information on how Allen Gould and his team can help you, visit allengould.com. And Allen, a big Miami Hurricanes fan as well, buddy, a graduate of the University of Miami.
That's right. That is right. And I'll tell you right now, during that timeout, I'm sure Josh Mercado was telling his guys, if we get caught deep in the corner, Middle's going to come out and throw that double that double team on in that trap. We can't do that.
Longstreet foul line jumper rattles in and out right off the inbound. Middle of the rebound, that was Lopez. Got it out to Selby. Selby passes in the post to Holton, turns, fires, no good, but a foul.
And I believe they're going to call that one on number 21, which is the 6'2 senior, Ryan Cleffy. Cleffy's going to pick up his third. Cleffy's going to pick up his third. And it's going to send Coley Holton to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, and he missed the first. And again, we mentioned this earlier, these are not tremendous free throw shooting teams, Middle and Cape May Tech. Second one by Holton is also no good, and they're going to get Cameron Hamer over the back on the rebound.
And that's going to be the first personal foul against Cameron Hamer. His first, team's third here in the second half.
Aiden Hoffman handling the ball for Cape May Tech. They lead by 2 with 3 minutes to go third quarter. Pass was tipped, but comes into the hands of Abbott. Abbott goes down low to Cleffy. Cleffy double teamed and fouled by Selby. Selby would have done well to just come in and belly up against Cleffy, buddy, but instead he reached in and kind of bailed him out, and Cleffy will go to the line for 2 shots.
And Max Selby picks up his first personal foul. And yeah, Brian, yes, Brian, you're correct. And you know, that's that human nature of a basketball player. You just can't help but think you're going to be able to reach in and make a clean pick. And you really got to try and be disciplined.
Cleffy makes the first. Yeah, buddy, we don't have tabulated team stats for Tech in front of us for the season, but Cleffy makes both. Middle Township is shooting just 56% from the line as a team this season. It's something to watch in close games.
Yes,
Freeman comes back in, and Andy Lubman's making a good move here. I mean, Jalen's got 3 fouls, but he can't afford to not have him on the floor for a long time.
Well, at least offense to defensive substitutions to get through this third quarter.
Maybe, perhaps, right. Yes. Freeman with the basketball, picked up his dribble, got it over to Baez. Baez on the right wing in front of the middle bench. Drives, gets into the lane, stops, might have got partially blocked from behind. Here comes Tech running. Josh Wright to the lane, in and out. Rebound by Longstreet, jump hook, gets the roll.
Great job.
Tech by 6.
Great job by Longstreet running the floor.
Freeman, an 18-footer, no good. Rebound saved in by Holton, and we have a foul called against Hoffman on a push. So Middle will have possession.
And Brian, case in point, you're talking about that foul shooting. We were able to bring our listeners a game at Ocean City High School where Middle shot 9 for 23 from the line.
And they were something like 2 for 8 in the fourth quarter?
They were 2 for 8 in that fourth quarter. Ocean City shot 21 for 25, 12 of 14. And the end result, Ocean City pulled away and won the game.
Freeman, a baseline drive, and is fouled.
That's a big foul. That's going to be the 4th one on Cleffy.
Well, you know, this is a really strong move by Jalen Freeman, buddy. He hung in the air long enough to make sure that he drew contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He hasn't scored yet in the second half after getting 14 in the first half. He knocks down that foul shot. And Devin Roach, who gave him pretty good minutes off the bench, comes into the game in the first half, comes into the game for Cape May Tech.
Yeah, Roach had 3 points to go along with 2 rebounds in that first half off the bench.
Freeman misses the second foul shot. Hoffman picks it up in the corner for Tech, and he turns it over. Running 4-on-1 is Middle, and laying it up and in is Jalen Freeman. And it's now 36-33.
Well, that's why you do not want a freshman bringing the ball up against that kind of pressure. End result, easy basket off the turnover for the Panthers.
Another turnover by Wright. Here's Baez on the steal. Baez to the basket and lays it up and in. A.J. Baez's first basket. And now all of a sudden it's a 1-point game after Tech had a 6-point lead. Abbott, he's stripped by Baez. Baez, though, is called for traveling.
Well, that is the 5th turnover against Cape May Tech here in this third quarter. And fortunate for them that the Panthers turned it right back. That's just the 6th turnover.
O'Donnell to inbound, having some trouble. Got it to Longstreet. Longstreet lost his dribble in a tough spot, but got it out to Wright. Wright working against Holton. 1:25 to go in the third quarter. Wright, a deep three. Bang! Shot that from Buddy Tarbotton's lap.
Yes, he did. I'll tell you what. And there was no doubt about it. We had a great angle, good release, good rotation, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Josh Wright.
Lopez for middle. Got it to Cameron Hamer, into the lane, kicks it out. Lopez a deep three. Bang! As he answers right back.
So the freshman answers the junior.
Wright goes to Hoffman in the corner. Flipped out to O'Donnell. Extra pass to Longstreet. O'Donnell again. Now it's Wright again. He'll tee up another deep three. That's off the iron. Devin Roach the rebound, but got it knocked right out of his hands. And here comes Hamer. Hamer to the basket. Blocked by Longstreet. Here comes Hoffman running 2-on-1. Hoffman to Wright. Wright's layup. Got it, the foul.
Well, I tell you what, there's a great decision by the freshman, Aiden Hoffman. He's coming down on that 2-on-1. He's on the left side. Comes to a jump stop, draws the defender to lean his way. Finds his teammate Wright on the right side. And Josh able to draw the contact, finish the play. And that's the 3rd personal foul on Cameron Hamer.
I believe they called that on Hamer. I thought it was Baez who had fouled him. So, I don't know if they'll change that. I thought it was Baez who was the one who fouled him. But Wright goes to the line, and the free throw is good. And it's now 42-38. Josh Wright with 11 in the period and 18 for the game. 21 seconds to go in the quarter.
15 seconds. 42-38, Cape May Tech on top.
Freeman into the lane, kicks out. Baez for three, off the iron, no good. Here comes Josh Wright with 5 seconds to go in the period. Wright up the right wing, stops, pulls up for three, short. Roach got the rebound but got it stripped, couldn't get a shot away. End of 3 quarters. Cape May Tech 42. Middle Township 38. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. And it is Cape May Tech 42, Middle Township 38 at the end of 3 quarters. And this has been an excellent basketball game here this afternoon and this evening. And Josh Wright, you know, it's interesting, buddy. It was kind of a deliberate, slowly played second quarter. The teams only combined for 17 points. Then they go up and down in that third quarter a little bit and combine for 37. And now Tech with the 4-point lead.
Well, we had a 22-21 score at the half with Tech up 1, and the Hawks come out and they laid 20 points in that period, and Middle comes out and scores 17. So the tempo went up.
Josh Wright across the division line as we start the fourth quarter. Holding the dribble, gets Coley Holton. Takes it right wing. Backs away to break a 5-second count. Doubled, steps through it, got it to Cleffy. Cleffy doubled, and we have a jump ball. And a possession will go over to Middle Township.
So that's going to be a turnover against the Hawks.
Yeah, that'll go again. That turnover goes against Cleffy, buddy, but it really Wright just overhandling the ball, and it had to throw it to Cleffy in a tough spot.
13 turnovers against Cape May Tech, 7 here in the second half. However, they do lead 42-38, 7:22 to play in the basketball game.
Freeman along the baseline, drives, kicks, shot blocked. Selby had his shot blocked. Freeman got the loose ball in the corner. Will reset the Middle Township offense. Off Lopez's screen, gets into the lane, and I think they're going to have, we have a trail official calling a foul, and Middle will have possession underneath.
Yeah, that's on the trail official, the lead official. They made sure they made eye contact in case they had different calls. And that personal foul was on James Longstreet, his first, team's fourth.
Selby drives, kicks, Lopez for three. Off the iron, short, long rebound, Lopez tracked it down and restarts the offense for Middle Township. They trail by 4, 6:40 to go in the basketball game. Holton trying to shake free, kicks to Lopez. Lopez lobs over to Freeman. Freeman for three, left wing, that's short. Rebound taken by Selby. And his pass across was knocked out of bounds by Cape May Tech, and Ray Abbott will come in and replace Jack O'Donnell.
Middle Township not shooting the ball well from beyond the arc. They are 2 of 14. Jalen Freeman 0 for 3. So their success has been coming in transition
and in the paint. Right. Romaine Rhett for Middle, left side to Lopez. Stayshawn Lopez dribbles out, goes to Freeman, right wing. Swung in the corner to Selby, back to Freeman again between the circles. Freeman drives, jump stop, gets in the air, lays it up and in. Strong move by Jalen Freeman. He's got 19 in the game.
And again, jump stop. Jalen Freeman comes to that jump stop, goes up strong, right in front of the rim, and scores the bucket.
Tech by 2 in the ball. Fouled is Hoffman by Selby. And I believe that's the 6th team foul on Middle, isn't it, buddy? So
yes,
it'll be bonus time from here on out for Cape May Tech.
Max Selby picks up his second, and as Brian just said, the 6th team foul against the Panthers.
Wright takes the ball to the right side. Josh Wright for Cape May Tech. Backs away, flips it over to Abbott. Abbott to O'Donnell, spun in the post, tipped away from behind, and here's Freeman running. O'Donnell knocks it out of his hands from behind and out of bounds.
And again, that's just not a good decision that time by the senior guard, Ray Abbott. There was nothing in that post area that his teammate was shut down by good footwork by the Middle Township defense. Hey, you're winning the basketball game. You do not need to be in a hurry offensively.
Freeman, top of the key, fakes, drives, takes contact, no good on the shot. Tipped up by Selby, no good. Rebound still loose, and we're going to have a foul called on Lopez after Cleffy pulled down the rebound, and Cleffy's going to walk down and shoot a 1-and-1.
And Deshaun Lopez will pick up his second personal foul, the 6'2" freshman. And as Brian said, now Ryan Cleffy, the senior for the Hawks, will go to the line with a 1-and-1 opportunity. 42-40, 5:24 to play in this basketball game. Cape May Tech on top.
Big 1-and-1 here for Cleffy, and it's good. He'll get another.
Max Selby is really struggling tonight for the Panthers. 2 of 11 from the floor. He's got 5 offensive rebounds and is yet to be able to put one of them back in.
Cleffy's second free throw rattles in and out, so it's Tech 43, Middle 40. Rhett goes cross court to Selby. Selby in the post to Holton, dips in, got it, the foul. With this zone defense for Tech has done a lot to try to take away what Holton does in the paint, but he shook free there, scored him, was fouled, and he has 7 points in the game, and he'll go to the line here.
And Ryan
try
Cleffy,
to tie the game.
Ryan Cleffy, Brian, has just fouled out.
Wow.
That's his 5th personal foul. And you're right, what happened there too, Coley Holton just showed great body control.
Holton missed the free throw though. So it's still Tech by 1. 5:05 to go, fourth quarter. Wright with the basketball, driving baseline, pulling up, and he is fouled. And Josh Wright will go to the line for 2 shots. And you know, buddy, every time it seems like Middle is about to impose its will, you know, Cape May Tech kind of answers a little bit. And you know, somebody on the Middle Township coaching staff has to do something right now about Coley Holton's body language. Wright makes the free throw. We'll get another.
Well, I mean, that foul called on Holton, his third. There was a lot of contact. Wright did a good job. That was a foul. So you know, he walks away, walks down the length of the floor.
Wright's second free throw is good.
Talking under his breath. And, you know, as you said, that's how he got a technical and to keep part of a game.
Yes, earlier this season, yes.
Against Ocean City.
Now we're going to have a foul called against Devin Roach in the post, trying to body up Holton.
I mean, there comes a point where you got to understand you can't keep blaming everybody else. You got to hold yourself accountable. And his emotional outbursts are detrimental to his team.
Freeman looking in the post, can't get it there. Lopez is fouled. And that's going to be the 7th foul on Tech. That's on O'Donnell, and Lopez will go to the line for a 1-and-1.
I'd like to see if we could get the replay there. Holton pushed O'Donnell with 2 hands to the back out of the block area to generate almost getting that foul. That's why I gave that wow. That was missed.
So here's Lopez for a 1-and-1 with 4:44 to go. Middle trailing by 3. Free throw is good. He'll get another. Lopez has 7 points in the game. This is his first trip to the line. Second free throw by Deshaun Lopez is good. 45-44. Cape May Tech on top. Here comes Hoffman. Hoffman center of the floor. Got it to Longstreet. Longstreet in the post to Roach. Roach backs in. Jump hook, no good. Got his own rebound. Shot up, no good, short. And he's got to be stronger with the ball. Freeman. Great pass to Holton, but he couldn't finish at the rim. Great lob pass. Here's Wright. Stops, fakes the 3. Dips in. Tough shot, short. Rebound Roach, and he is fouled. And Devin Roach will get 2 shots.
Well, there's a position 2 right there, or an opportunity where Coley Holton, again, he misses the basket and doesn't get back on defense. You have to get all the way back on defense, and Devin Roach goes strong to the glass, gets 2 opportunities. You got to just put that mental toughness into your game and not worry about plays like that and continue to play.
Roach makes the first. He is 2 for 4 from the line. He's got 4 points. 4:17 to go. Tech 46, Middle 44. Devin Roach's second free throw. That one's going to be short. Rebound comes down to Max Selby. Freeman trying to run. Freeman to the basket. Layup is good.
Excellent.
And we are tied at 46.
Excellent body control by Jalen Freeman in finishing that one off.
Abbott working against Freeman. Abbott doubled. Flips it over to Hoffman. And it's a 10-second violation as Cape May Tech couldn't get it across the division line.
And again, Middle Township that time really turning up their defensive pressure. They needed a timeout. And bench, that's where the bench has got to call a timeout.
And Middle's going to call a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 46 all. 3:54 to go in the 4th. Stay with us. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. 3:54 to go, fourth quarter. 46-46 tie between Cape May Tech and Middle Township. Middle will have possession out of this timeout. High school basketball on the coast brought to you by North Wildwood Mechanical. They're a full-service company serving commercial and residential heating and air conditioning equipment. Call North Wildwood Mechanical at 609-602-9332 and get the job right. We'll see who can get the job right over these last 4 minutes here as Middle Township has the ball in a tie game. Left side, Freeman. Guarded by Ray Abbott. Lobs it out to Lopez. Swung to Romaine Rhett. Back to Lopez. Fake the three. Ball on the floor. Passes down low. And Selby had it blocked from behind. There was some contact there, but I believe it occurred after the ball was jarred free. So I think the officials did a good job of letting that contact go. Here's Josh Wright into the lane, tied up, and he's going to get called for a travel. He fought through the tie-up, but then traveled as he came out of there.
Well, again, Middle Township defensively doing a good job collapsing and taking away any lane to the basket that Josh Wright thought that he had.
And Buddy, with 3:21 to go in the game, Cape May Tech does not have a field goal in the fourth quarter. They have 4 points in this period, all from the line. Send Tahira back into the game for Middle. Freeman goes left side to Lopez, back to Freeman. Freeman driving, spinning in the lane, tough shot, got his own miss, blocked. That's going to be a jump ball. Now they're going to call it travel. So traveling violation there. And Cape May Tech will have it. Exactly 3 minutes to go. 46-46 tie.
Well, that time Cape May Tech did a good job defensively, not committing a foul and playing strong.
Abbott holding against Freeman. Traveled. Now they call a foul on Freeman for...
And that is going to be Jalen Freeman's fourth personal foul.
That's going to send Ray Abbott to the line for 2 shots. It's double bonus.
And Jalen Freeman pleading his case to the official, just whistled the foul on him. That last offensive possession when he went hard to the rack, which I might tend to agree with him in this instance. He drew a lot of contact on 2 shot attempts, but nothing was called as they let them play. But that foul was called about 35 feet from the basket.
Abbott missed the second after making the first, but Longstreet got the rebound. Here's Wright for 3. Off the iron, no good. Long rebound to Hoffman. Tried to pass it out to Wright, and it's stolen away by Selby. Middle can take the lead here. 2:29 to go. Lopez on the wing. Got it in the corner to Tahira. Tahira drives, passes to Holton. Holton floater, got it.
Good decision that time. Send Tahira. Drives that right baseline. Help side defense comes to him. He finds his teammate Holton open for a better shot.
Longstreet in the corner. Out to Josh Wright. Wright on the right side. 2 minutes to go. 1 point lead for Middle. Josh Wright off the glass and good.
And I'll tell you what, the Hawks did a good job clearing out that right side.
Freeman down the other end, no good. Hoffman the rebound. Pass ahead. Longstreet, no. Devin Rhodes tried to tip it. And that's no good. Instead of coming down with the rebound, and Middle Township has possession, trailing by 1. 1:35 to go.
Wow, big opportunity right there.
Pass in the post. Holton is bumped, grabs the ball, and then Middle calls a timeout. Timeout on the floor. 49-48. Cape May Tech on top. 1:26 to go in the game. Back after this 30-second timeout on 98.7 The Coast. Cape May Tech 49, Middle Township 48. And Middle will have the ball out of the timeout.
And Brian, you know, when you look down at the stat sheet, there's some things that really jump out at you. Of the 5 starters from Middle Township, 2 starters have not even attempted a 2-point field goal. Lopez and Tejera. For Cape May Tech, you got 3 starters. Amongst them, they've only taken 2 2-point shots.
Lopez for 3, bang!
But when Mac Lopez is now 3 of 7 from beyond the arc, and he has not attempted a 2-point shot, that makes up for it.
Down low to Longstreet, layup is good. What a great pass by Josh Wright, and we are tied. Freeman kicks out, Lopez fakes a 3, drives, kicks, the pass is tipped out of bounds. 51 all, 52 seconds to go.
2 big transition baskets by both teams. Lopez knocking one down from way beyond the arc for the Panthers.
And what a great pass by Josh Wright, finding Longstreet wide open under the basket. They get it into Holton, back to Lopez, and now it's Freeman.
Lopez recognized, he almost kicked it back to
Tech is staying in its zone. Middle may end up getting the last shot if they won here, buddy.
Possession arrow is in favor of the Hawks if it comes down to a jump ball or possibly overtime. But yes, this is going to be a chess match now. It's Andy Ludman and Josh McCarto.
Here's Freeman. 17 seconds to go. Pounds the right-hand dribble. Timeout, Middle Township. They'll take a timeout with 13 seconds left. We'll keep it right here. We're tied at 51. This basketball broadcast is proudly brought to you by Crest Savings Bank, banking since 1919 with branches to serve you throughout Cape May County. Visit CrestSavings.com. So 13 seconds to go. It's a 51-51 tie. And a foul by Cape May Tech that's not a shooting foul would send Middle to the line for a 1-and-1. One thing to remember here, buddy, of course, this could be the last possession of the game. Jalen Freeman likes to drive the ball hard to the basket. He's got 4 fouls, so he doesn't want to pick up his 5th on an offensive foul. So that may play into his decision-making. Middle is going to inbound the ball right in front of our broadcast location.
Well, and with the ball in Freeman's hands, he's got 2 good options in Coley Holton and Max Selby. If he draws that help side defense, you know, that extra man to him to be able to kick to one of those guys. So, you know, they do have options. Zen Tejera, who's only attempted 1 shot, as also can shoot the ball. So, you know, that is in the Panthers' favor. So we'll see what Coach Andy Ludman has drawn up right here for Middle Township. Here we go.
Here comes Freeman. 10 seconds to go as he crosses the division line. Freeman holding. 5 seconds to go. Freeman takes it right side. Freeman stops, right elbow jumper. Short. We will go to overtime. Jalen Freeman misses a jumper basically at the buzzer. And we will go to OT. We'll keep it right here.
He got a good clean look at the basket, Brian.
Well, I thought though, buddy, that he really could have kicked to Deshaun Lopez. Lopez was wide open for 3 on the right wing, and he really could have kicked to him.
Well, yeah, and again, you know, that's a situation. You got Lopez. Lopez is 3 for 8. Lopez is 3 for 8 from the floor, from beyond the arc. Jalen has been shooting the ball pretty well tonight, and he gets inside the foul lane there, just at that right elbow. You know, I hear what you're saying, but I'm thinking that was a wide open, clean look, and he came to a good jump stop. He just didn't put enough oomph under it. He shot the ball and it was short. Maybe he takes an additional dribble, gets a little bit closer, maybe draws some contact, but nonetheless, we're going to overtime, baby.
So they're tied at 51.
And we said these inter-county matchups this season have definitely given everybody that comes into the gym their money's worth. Don't change that radio dial. Don't click on your mouse. Stay with us because we got 4 more minutes of exciting Friday night basketball right here on 98.7 The Coast.
Tip is controlled by Middle Township. In the corner is Selby. Kicks it back out to Baez. And now it's Deshaun Lopez. Hands off to Freeman. Now it's Lopez again. Swung over to Selby. Selby, baseline drive, jumper, got it. Got his feet under him well and rose up.
And Max Selby now 3 of 13 from the floor. He has 6 points.
Roach in the paint, no good. Rebound brought down by Middle Township. And they can take a 2-possession lead with a basket here.
That was Max Selby's 7th rebound of the game. Jalen Freeman leads all rebounders with 8.
Freeman into the paint and is fouled by Josh Wright. That will send Freeman to the line for a 1-and-1. Freeman with 21 points in the game.
And it's Josh Wright, as Brian just said, Josh Wright, the 5'11 junior guard, that is just his first personal foul. 8th team foul against the Hawks.
Free throw is good. He got the friendly bounce.
At that time, Jalen used all of the rim. Got his daily iron supplement.
That's a bad one. You had a good one earlier. That was a bad one. Second free throw is good. Freeman now with 23 to lead all scorers, 55-51. Middle on top. Tech definitely needs a basket on this trip. Pass in the post, tipped away. Roach saved it, did a great job. Threw it off a middle player and out of bounds.
And that was a very good play by the sophomore, Devin Roach. Needless to say, Cape May Tech needs a basket right here, trailing by 4.
Abbott to Longstreet, jump hook, got it. Big shot, James Longstreet. 8 points in the game, all after halftime.
And Longstreet, another kid who's just a sophomore, and a great move that time, pulls his team to within 2.
Baez between the circles for Middle Township. Cape May Tech has been exclusively in this 2-3 zone for just about this entire game. They have been extending a little bit on the wings. Baez nearly lost it as he slipped to the floor, but he did a good job of keeping his dribble. Freeman goes right side to Baez. Baez to Selby, foul line area, turns, fall away jumper short, rebound to Hoffman. And Hoffman finds Josh Wright, and Tech can tie or take the lead with a 3. Here's a loose ball, it's tipped into the backcourt, it'll go off of middle and out of bounds.
And that time, Deshaun Lopez, and again, that was Lopez, Baez, and Selby really cranking up that defense and forcing Hoffman into a quick decision. And Cape May Tech very fortunate, Brian, to be able to retain possession.
Abbott to inbound, goes to Wright. 1:46 to go in overtime, middle by 2. Josh Wright takes it right side, kicks. Hoffman for 3, no good. Rebound Roach, layup, no good. Rebound Roach, and he is fouled. And Devin Roach is only 2 for 5 from the line in this game. These are important. His team trails by 2 with 1:32 to go.
And he's 1 for 7 from the floor, but he does have 4 offensive rebounds to go. He has 7 rebounds. The team high with Josh Wright, who also has 7 rebounds, but these are big.
So Devin Roach at the line.
The 6'3" sophomore.
1:32 to go in overtime. And we have a discrepancy at the scorer's table here. The lead official, Ed Gorski, is over there trying to figure out what's going on here, and it almost seems as if this is an issue between the home book, which is the official book, has one thing, and the visiting book has another. Both coaches are standing in the area.
Well, it's going to be very interesting because it's the legendary Chipper Herschel that is on the home book.
Well, it looks like Middle Township, whatever the decision is not happy with it. And I believe the issue is that they may be saying that Coley Holton has 5 fouls because he just checked out in favor of Romaine Rhett. He had to have 5 fouls because you wouldn't sub before the first of 2 free throws.
And the scoreboard originally
Roach missed the first.
Originally said that he had 4. You know, unofficially, I had him just picking up his 4th foul. But the home book says he has 5, so Holton has fouled out.
Second free throw is good. So it's 55-54, Middle Township. 1:26 to go, middle of the basketball, leading by 1. Lopez on the right side. Flips it over to Selby. Selby hands back to Freeman. 1:15 to go. Middle might just do well to play catch on the perimeter. I mean, Tech's still in this zone. They're extended, but they're still in a zone. Yeah. Here is Selby, and this is a bad matchup with Roach on him. Here's Freeman, guarded by Wright. 55 seconds to go. Freeman into the paint. That's no foul there. There's Lopez for 3, no good. Rebound is loose off of Middle, saved inbounds by Middle, and then tipped away and out of bounds by Josh Wright, who ends up in the 3rd row, exhibiting tremendous hustle but couldn't come up with the ball for his team. 46 seconds to go in overtime. Timeout on the floor, 55-54, Middle on top, and we'll keep it right here. And I think if you're Josh Mercado, the head coach of Cape May Tech, buddy, you got to think long and hard of your defensive matchups here because you're going to have to go man-to-man here. You know, you're trailing by a point and Middle has the ball. And, you know, in the personnel that was on the floor there at that last possession, if Tech had gone man, which they look like they started to, there was a matchup or two there that really favored Middle Township.
Well, then again, you're right, and that's where Josh Mercado and his staff, they got to look at offense to defensive situations right now. Obviously, we're in that segment of the game, 46 seconds to go, you're down 1. They cannot afford to stay in this zone the way they're playing it right now. However, that last 3-point shot by Deshaun Lopez, the freshman, that was a terrible shot. If they're going to take shots like that, and I know Coach Andy Ludman and his staff have got to be telling his team right now, come on, guys, we're winning by 1. We can take that shot anytime we want, any day of the week. That's not in the flow of anything we want to do. So Middle, on the other hand, also needs to play smart with the basketball.
And Middle to inbound. Selby throws it in the backcourt to Freeman. Tech does come out and play man-to-man. Here's Freeman. Holding the dribble against Josh Wright. 33 seconds to go. Tech's got to think about fouling at some point. 30 seconds. Freeman still holding the dribble. Wright can't get close enough to get a count. 20 seconds to go. They got a foul.
There's a lot of time.
Here's Freeman, still dribbling, still holding the dribble. 15 seconds to go, and is finally fouled by Josh Wright with 11 seconds left. This is still a 1-and-1. So Tech was in a good position there.
But boy, I'll tell you what, they let a lot of time go off that clock before making that decision to foul. 11 seconds to go. Tech's going to call a full timeout. 55-54. We're in overtime. Middle Township on top.
And, In case you are just joining us, Middle Township head coach Anthony Farmer is not in attendance this evening. He is on a 2-game suspension from getting 2 technical fouls in a game last week against Buna. So this is the second of the 2 games that he must sit out. So that is why Andy Lubman, who's been a long-time assistant in this program,
Brian,
is the head coach this evening.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It's not only did he get the 2 technical fouls, but he was ejected.
Well, the 2 technical fouls, yes. Well, however it happened. I don't know how it happened, but he was ejected from the game and a 2-game suspension. So that is why he is not in attendance tonight. We are assuming he is listening and watching online as his team fights to try to get a road victory in a rivalry game here in Cape May County. They lead 55-54. Here's Jalen Freeman to the line for a 1-and-1. And now Tech's going to call timeout.
And that's going to be another full timeout.
So this might be done partially to try to ice the shooter, so to speak, buddy.
And I would agree with you. The more time they give Jalen Freeman, they're hoping to think about this, the more it might affect him. But Jalen Freeman, the amount of basketball that he has played, will be, I'm sure, in his mind, quite confident when he comes back out to go to the line. Regardless, if he makes 1, he makes 2, or he makes none, Cape May Tech still with an opportunity.
Well, yes. Yes.
As long as they control a rebound off the second miss, if that happens.
All right, so here's Freeman for a 1-and-1. His team leading by 11 seconds to go in overtime. Oh, it's way short. Barely ticks the front of the rim. Here's Josh Wright with a chance to win it for Tech. Hoffman across the timeline. Hoffman down the lane, he's fouled. And Aiden Hoffman, with 5 seconds to go, will go to the free throw line.
And that foul will be on Jalen Freeman.
That's his 5th.
That is his 5th personal foul. So now Hoffman going to the line, and it will be a 2-shot foul regardless. And again, the freshman having the presence of mind with the ball in his hand, coming down the left side to drive hard to the basket, drawing that contact, Brian.
Here's Aiden Hoffman to tie the game with this first one. It's good. We are tied at 55. 5 seconds to go in the basketball game.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for the 5'11 freshman. 55, 5 seconds. It's all 5s.
Here is Hoffman again. It's good. Middle pushing. No, they call a timeout. They call a timeout before the ball was brought in. Aiden Hoffman, the freshman, gives Cape May Tech the 56-55 lead. That is Tech's first lead in overtime.
And Aiden Hoffman now has 8 points off the bench.
Yeah, and 3 for 4 from the line.
8 points off the bench to go along with 4 rebounds and some very, very good quality minutes.
And I think that was a good timeout, buddy, without having Freeman on the floor and not having Holton on the floor. You got to be sure of what you're doing. I think sometimes 5 seconds left, you're better off passing the ball in and pushing it, because you a lot of times you're going to get anything. You're going to get a better shot there than you are if you try to draw something up. But with the personnel that Middle has on the bench due to 5 foul disqualification, I think it was a good timeout for Middle to try to draw something up. So it's Rhett, Baez, Tahira, Selby, and Lopez for Middle. I think if you're Middle, you got to try to maybe just get into the lane and kick the Lopez if you can, if you have enough time for it. Here's Middle with the ball, 5 seconds to go. Lopez to inbound. Got it to Selby. Selby will push. Selby at the division line. Fires. No good. And Tech wins it.
Off the back of the rim. Off the back of the rim, and it does not go.
And you got to give Tech credit, buddy, because they made Max Selby turn a couple of times and didn't allow him to just drive straight toward the lane.
And they pushed him left, Brian.
Yes.
Selby being right-handed, they were able to push him left, and as you said, he did not have a clear path to get down, and that's why he wasn't able to get at least to the top of the key. He was able to get over the half-court line, just past the half-court circle on the Middle Township side of the court, but they made it very, very tough for Selby, and again, he had to shoot the ball left to right, and he wasn't able to get it to go.
All right, and we're going to take we'll take a 1-minute timeout, and we're going to come back and wrap it up after this. Back after this on 98.7 The Coast.